Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. मैं हूँ नाज़िया FM 107 से and welcome to the show called Ambassador of the Month, where we celebrate diplomatic excellence and cultural exchange. It's an absolute honor to be at the stunning residence of Ambassador of Moldova, His Excellency Lulian, Grigoriţă, and the First Lady of Moldova, Rodica.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for providing this opportunity to give an interview to your renowned radio station, which has a very important and educated audience. It is a unique opportunity and we thank you for this.
Pleasure. So, Your Excellency, first of all, we'll start with you to know what are the key qualities and traits which are essential to be a good diplomat.
To be a good diplomat takes, first of all, to have common sense, what is called common sense. Communication skills, educational background. You have to know very well the current issues of the foreign policy. And of course, you have to be a true patriot of your own country and you have to love country you are posted in. It is very important.
Well, great. So what do you like most about this country, Qatar?
Oh, this country, Qatar, is a unique, absolutely unique opportunity for a diplomat to be in the middle of, let's say, big issues of international politics. Because Qatar has a very professional and very experienced diplomacy. And the foreign policy of Qatar is like a 360 degrees foreign policy. Qatar is an important mediator in many urgent international issues. And having also diplomatic missions all over the world, being a small country but with plenty of diplomatic missions all over the world, Qatar is a diplomatic superpower. And being here is just amazing for a diplomat and an experience even for me after my more than 25 years of diplomatic experience is amazing to be here nowadays.
Well, if you have to define, like in a sentence, your diplomatic journey, how would you like to describe?
It was a very good career option for my career at that times in the 90s, and I'm very proud that at this time, at this peak of my career, I'm here in Qatar, and which became, we are since 2 years here, and Qatar became like a second home for us, and we really enjoy being here. Every day we have to learn something new about the entire region, about Qatar, about its people. Qatar is absolutely unique as a country, as a diplomatic power, as economic power, and as I said, it is absolutely amazing for a diplomat to watch the Qatari diplomacy in action.
Okay, we have a First Lady, Rodica. So tell me, what sets you to, to be a part of fashion industry?
Yes. Since I was 4 years old, I want just to tell you a short story. My parents are scientists, physicians, and they worked at the Academy of Science in Moldova. And my father gave me a lot of books. I started to read at the age of 4. He wanted that I study physics. I also graduated in Bucharest. And my mother used to need to make some crochet, to make embroidery, and I was always watching what she makes. And she said, no, you don't need to make this, you will study, you will have a profession. But my curiosity was so big that I started to make by my own, to watch and to make. And this, to make embroidery, to knit something. And she was surprised. She said, you made this? I said, yes, I just saw this and I repeated. And so I developed my curiosity. Then I graduated in Bucharest. We both came from Chișinău, the capital of Moldova. But we meet each other in Bucharest. And after I graduated, I married my husband. We were posted in Berlin, and then I realized that I will not be a physicist, and I will not make my profession. And I started to think, what should I do? And I started to make something, some embroidery, I learned in Berlin German. I started to meet the women around me and to see what I can do. And then I realized I am also an artist because I noticed a lot of things. And so I developed my curiosity with fashion industry. And I graduated with academy, and I realized that, for example, this is a classical
Is this
bobbin
is
lace.
called bobbin lace?
This is bobbin lace. I made it at the academy, and this is ancient pattern from 19th century. I found it in a museum. But we also can make with this art, we can make modern art. For example, I made a reproduction of one of Miro famous picture, and I used also this art to make some modern pieces. For example, here in Qatar, I was inspired to make a woman with batula. And also, for example, here I have a little horse, which is also related to Qatar. And to make this bobbin lace, you need some bobbins. And I am also a collectioner of...
So these are the tools, huh?
Yes, these are the tools.
They look so old, ancient. Huh?
And you can make different things. For example, you can make masks, you can make a collar. This collar I presented in a museum in Brussels. And I have a lot of ideas. You need also passion and patience to make all these things. Sometimes
How much time it took for you to complete this piece of work?
This 2 weeks.
So are you also keen in opening a kind of an institute or workshop where you can teach the students and kids?
I rejoined some groups, women groups. Very interesting one at the Qatar National Library, and a very interesting one at the Al Mujadilah Mosque. We make now Palestinian embroidery with a lady which comes from Palestine.
Great, great. Okay, Your Excellency, now talking to some of the economic relationship, what kind of opportunities Qatari investors see and what do you want to say about it?
My country, the Republic of Moldova, has free trade agreements with all of its neighbors, with a free trade agreement with the European Union, a free trade agreement with the European Free Trade Area, a free trade agreement with Turkey, a free trade agreement with our eastern neighbors. An investor, and potential investor from Qatar, for example, to the Republic of Moldova will have a huge area of free trade around our country. Also, we have a very good, very attractive legal framework for free economic zones within our country and for IT startups. There are some very attractive areas for investment in agriculture. We are an agricultural country, and we could help Qatar in maintaining its food security program. Agriculture, IT sector, banking sector is very attractive for potential investors. Also, an emerging tourism industry would be very attractive for potential investors. And one more thing, my country in several years, maybe 5-6 years, is going to become a member of our neighboring European Union. And thus, an investment, this is an opinion of many international economic experts, that any investment made now in Moldova will dramatically increase its value in several years once Moldova joined the EU, which is a very secure and a safe place for foreign investment. So I would urge potential investments from Qatar to catch the moment and to consider this destination. Our embassy is at your disposal anytime. We can provide you with all necessary information.
Okay, so since you're talking about tourism and we know that Moldova as a country has a beautiful landscape, so what strategies exactly are being implemented in order to attract Qatari tourists?
Yes, thank you. We, like 2 years ago, we have, my country and Qatar, we have concluded an agreement on visa-free travel. So Qatari citizens can travel visa-free to Moldova and vice versa also. And to make people-to-people contacts, to enjoy local food, to know, to come closer to our cultural heritage. And what is Moldova actually? Moldova is a very green country. By the way, later this month, we will have an exhibition stand at the Qatar Travel Mart, one of the biggest tourism exhibition in the Gulf region. And I'm proud to invite you and your listeners to visit our exhibition stand and to learn more about tourist offer Moldova can
Sure,
give.
we would love to be a part of this exhibition. Okay, since we know that it's a world of collaboration, so are there any specific collaboration in the field of education? Or are you planning to do?
Education, Moldova is a very good destination for international tourists since many years actually, and especially for those who are interested in studying medicine. We have many international medical students in our country from the Middle East countries, from all over the world actually, and in this regard we could be interesting for residents of the state of Qatar and maybe also for some citizens. Firstly, second, we had a couple of years ago, several years ago, we had an agreement between our two ministries of education. Has been signed on the governmental level. Also some memorandum of understanding between Qatar University and Moldova State University. Now we as embassy are working with both ministries of education from Qatar and Moldova to find concrete ways to fill with the concrete contain this memorandum of understanding and this agreement between two ministries. So we are working on it, and there are good prospects for.
Great, perfect. So how do you see the relationship of the two countries in coming years?
The relationship between Moldova and Qatar cannot be otherwise than very promising and bright. We have plenty of plans for implementing our common endeavors in different areas, in political, in economic, in education, again, culture. We will work on having more official visits at the highest level. We had already, just to mention that we had 2 years ago, we had a visit of our official visit of our Prime Minister to Qatar. And Qatar is actually Qatar for Moldova is a window to the entire Arab world.
Okay, since you being an artist, a fashion designer, so how do you actually think to promote the Moldovan craft and the art on international platforms?
In every country we come, I try to find what we have in common with this country. Also here in Qatar, I noticed you have majlis, for example, fashion majlis also. And in our country we have also tradition, and very ancient tradition, when ladies gather together to make something, blouses, because in the winter time they have nothing to do, because we are was an agricultural country, and in the winter they used to stay at home and to make something for the family, blouses, some suits for men. And also in our country there is some form of majlis that we call șezătoare. And when in our previous posting, I managed to obtain sponsorship for a lady group in Moldova that is called șezătoarea Basarabiei. And here also are some common points, because șezătoarea is majlis, and Basarabia is the ancient name of our country. That when you hear, it contains word Arabia, Basarabia. Șezătoarea Basarabia, Majlis of Basarabia. And I managed to obtain sponsorship, and the ladies made blouses, and you see the two photos on the wall. They participated at the Qatar exhibition of global
diplomacy meeting, annual meeting. And
this was because I will be a little bit because of this sponsorship that we obtained for these ladies. They could found materials, and also very skilled lady who organized the group, and they all of them embroidered the blouses, and these blouses will be, some of them will be stay in museums.
So what is that one quality you admire more about your husband?
Yes, he has a lot of passion with me, because my luggage would be more voluminous than.
The same question goes to you, Your Excellency. What is that one quality you admire most about her?
My wife is very committed to our children, to education. We had to travel, as I said, from country to country. Children went to different schools, different languages. Every 2-3 years they have to change. They had to change school, languages, colleagues, and only thanks to my wife, their mother, they have resisted it all. And now they're students, they're grown up, of course, but she was like every day with books, with children, a supervisor, and she imposed them actually and helped them a lot to come through this, and to come through adaptations, for children, for us as grown-ups. It is not easy, but for children to leave their friends every 2-3 years, it is sometimes it could be shocking. And my wife, without my wife, without their mother, it wouldn't be possible. It wouldn't be possible. And the love and the passion of a mother for their children, I appreciate it very much.
So any of the Qatari dish you like most while being here in Qatar from past 2 years?
Oh, it's very diverse. Of course, what I tasted a lot and I liked a lot, it was mashbus with baby camel meat. It was absolutely delicious, and we enjoy plenty of sweets in Qatar. We do not have so many sweets. We have sweets, of course, everybody, but there are so many different
sweets
here in Qatar, and we try them step by step. It's amazing. It's amazing.
So, Your Excellency, what is that one message you wanted to give to all the aspiring students who wanted to pursue their career in diplomacy?
A diplomat goes only to official receptions and and shopping. Yes, and it's not the case. It is not the case. It is much of everyday routine, much of learning. Your university will not end once you graduated. The entire life will be a university, an endless university for you.
Thank you so much to of you for giving your time and talking to us. Thank you once again.
We thank you. We have to thank you.